Mr. Cuellar is recognized for remarks on the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank you and the ranking member and the staff. In particular, I want to thank Chairman Rogers and the ranking member, Ms. Meg, also, and their staff for working on this bill. Look, we do understand this bill needs a little bit more work to do, and at the end of the time, it will be a bipartisan bill. We all know the drill here. But I do want to talk about a couple of provisions that I worked with the chairman and the ranking member and other members that I think will be good. The first one has to do with fighting organized crime, cargo, and retail theft. And I appreciate the inclusion of the language where we get the federal law enforcement, DOJ, and other folks to work with state and local law enforcement to address the issue of cargo theft and supply chain fraud. Investigating, prosecuting those cases are important. The bill also dedicates $2 million to stand up this task force to make sure that we go at the areas where we find the highest cargo theft and make sure that we go after them. Look, we know that this cargo theft doesn't work in isolated areas. We're looking at organized crime, drug trafficking, illicit financing, and it requires a coordinated effort. So I thank the chairman, the ranking member for adding this particular language. I also want to thank him for including the language to combat organized animal cruelty. And in particular, I want to say that the language that directs them to go and increase efforts to investigate and dismantle dogfighting and cockfighting operations is important, especially work with USDA and federal and state local law enforcement. Again, it's also documented that illegal animal fighting, drug trafficking, and money laundering it's all tied in together. So I want to thank the committee for adding that. The other area that I want to add also is the area with AI standards and small business innovation. This bill directs the National Institute of Standards and Technology to advance voluntary consensus standards for artificial intelligence and agentic AI systems working across the industry, academia, and of course, government. Clear standards to reduce risk and lower barriers to adopt is important, and I want to say thank you for that. It also directs the NIST to coordinate with SBA to develop and get practical AI resources for small businesses and make sure that they're updated on a regular basis. This, again, is important to make sure that we keep up with AI standards. Finally, the last area that I want to say thank you to the chairman and the ranking member, the inclusion of the $84 million for school safety program under the Stop School Violence Act. This, again, is important to make sure that we provide training on warning signs and the violence that we see. That includes also the violence, the suicide, the mental health crisis intervention, and the prevention, which is so important. I think we've seen case after case of school violence that those preventive steps are important, especially when it comes to mental health crisis intervention. So I want to say thank you on that. We got to keep our schools safe. So chairman and ranking member, to all the staff, I want to say thank you. We need a little bit more work to do. It'll be a bipartisan bill, but I want to thank you for this first step. So with that, I yield the back of my time. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.